Hey, how's it going everyone? MLT Magic Tricks here. So in this video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really great card trick that has a very powerful ending. So make sure you stick around to learn this one. But before we get into the performance, if you are new here to my channel, make sure you do subscribe with those post notifications on for more card and magic trick performance and tutorial videos like this one. If you enjoyed this card trick, make sure you leave the video a thumbs up. And now let's get straight into the performance. Okay, so I'm going to start off this trick by giving the deck some cuts, just mixing up the cards. From here, I would have my spectator make a selection. Let's say they choose this card. Now for the trick, I'm just going to be showing you the card. Make sure you memorize your selection right there. Now we're going to go ahead and lose the card into the middle of the deck, just like this. I'll give the cards some cuts. And from here, I don't know what the card is. I don't know where it is in the deck, but I'm going to try and cut your card to the top of the deck using one hand here. So as you can see, I get one card to jump to the top right here, the Jack of Hearts. Now, you probably noticed that this card right here, the Jack of Hearts, is not your selection, but we're going to try something with the Jack of Hearts to see if it can actually help me find your card. So we're going to take the Jack, I'm just going to shake it like this, and you will see that it actually changes into the Queen of Hearts out of thin air. And the Queen of Hearts should look more familiar because I believe the Queen of Hearts right here is your selection. Now, you are probably wondering where the Jack of Hearts is, so I'm going to spread out the deck face up, and you will see there is one card face down in the middle of the deck, and this card is not just any card, it is our Jack of Hearts right there. So guys, this is the trick. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do it, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that performance because I did come up with this card trick myself. This is an original effect, so let's get right into the tutorial. All you're going to need for this trick is a set of duplicate cards with the same colored back. Blue and red bicycle decks work perfect for this trick, and you can take out any card from the deck for your duplicates. I just chose the Jack of Hearts, and you're going to take one of the duplicates and make it a crimped card. So you can just do the breather crimp method like this. You have your thumb, pointer, and middle on both hands, applying pressure from the middle outwards. Just do that a couple times, and you will have your crimp. And then you're going to take your regular duplicate here, the one that's not a crimp, and you're going to place this one face up on the bottom of the deck, just like this. So you have it face up there on the bottom, and then you're going to take your crimped card and place it about halfway down in the deck. You can make it a little bit closer to the bottom, I would recommend actually. So, a half to 3/4 down works perfect. You're going to place that card in face down, and you're good to go. That is the crimped card. Remember that you're placing face down, about 3/4 down in the deck. So you have your crimp right here. You're going to be able to see the break. And then you have your other duplicate that's not crimped face up on the bottom. That's your only setup. It's really easy, and you're ready to start the trick. So you can go up to your spectator and do some false cuts like this. Make sure you keep your order. Do not, disturb the order that you have there on the bottom with the first duplicate face up, and then you have your crimped card there near the bottom. And I would refrain from doing a riffle shuffle because you could flash that card and then move around the order of your crimp card down there. So just do some false cuts. If you don't know how to do any, I'll leave a link on the screen to me teaching you guys false cuts, but it's obviously not mandatory for this trick. So at this point, you're going to have your spectator choose a card. They can choose any card from the deck except one of your duplicates. It's best just to have them choose a card from the top portion of cards, above your crimp. So you're basically just going to have them you're going to force one of these cards above the crimp on your spectator. Just only spread out this portion, and your spectator will choose one. You should not run into a problem with that, but if you do know your spectator's going to troll you or something and choose the bottommost card and make you spread all the way down, you can just do a forcing the top card, which will obviously be a random card. So at this point, once your spectator has made a selection, just have them look at the card. You do not need to see it, but for the purpose of the tutorial, we'll take a look at it together. So in this case, we have the 10 of Hearts. Now, all you're going to do here is control this card to the top of the deck. You guys can do the double undercut method. I think that works best. So you're going to break open the deck above the crimp. So you have your crimp card here. Make sure you insert the card in above the crimp, kind of near the top of the deck, just like this. This works perfect. You're going to push down and then upwards with your thumb, get this natural thumb break, and you're going to double undercut the card to the top. So you're going to take half the cards from the bottom of the break there, bring those to the top, take the rest of the cards from the break, bring those on top, and you have just brought your spectator selection to the top of the deck, and you have the crimp card now near the top, and then you have your original card there that was face up on the bottom. That is going to move now kind of towards the middle of the deck, which is what you want for this trick. Now at this point, you're ready to do the next move. So at this point, you are going to get in the position to do the one-handed Charlier cut move. you are going to have the deck in your right or left hand. You're going to have your pointer finger on top, middle ring, and then pinky there on the bottom, and then your thumb is going to be on the side. So you're going to lift up the deck, and as you lift up the deck with your thumb, you're automatically going to open the deck where that crimped card is because it is bent. So as you guys can see here, when I open the deck with my thumb, I'm opening right to where the crimped card is. And once you guys do this, you're going to use your thumb to slide out the card and just bring it face up on top of the deck just like that. It's really not too hard of a move to do once you get familiar with the one-handed Charlier cut grip. I'm sure a lot of you are already, so this move will not be too hard for you. You're going to get in the grip, you're going to open the deck, and then as you do that, just with your thumb, you break it open. You're going to cut right to where the Jack of Hearts is. You're going to slide it out with your thumb and bring it face up there on top. Once you do this, you're going to take off the card and tell your spectator, well, is this your card? They're going to say no, and you're going to say, okay, well, I'm going to try to have the Jack of Hearts help me find your card. So as you're talking to them and misdirecting your spectator with this card, you're going to push over, pull back a pinky break below their selection, which remember is on top of the deck. So you're going to get your little pinky break like this below the card. You're going to place the Jack of Hearts on. You're going to lift both cards up now, so you have the cards back to back, and you guys can do a color change here. Essentially, what I did in the performance was the shake change. So I have my thumb on one corner and then my middle finger in the opposite corner and my index right here. So as you shake your wrist like this, you're going to be turning the card over just like that, and it's going to be really quickly. You're going to do it really quickly, and it's going to seem as if the Jack of Hearts turns into their selection out of thin air. It has a very powerful visual effect if you do this change. So you're shaking your hand really quickly, you're using your index to turn the card over, and you're going to show them that their selection is now right here. You're going to drop both of the cards on top of the deck. You're going to take off their selection, and now you're going to have the Jack of Hearts, the crimped Jack of Hearts right there face down on top. Have them examine this card if they want to. It is perfectly normal. You're going to place their card down. They may think the trick is over at this point, but you still have the final reveal. So what you're going to do here for this the last part of the trick, you're going to make the point to your spectator that the Jack of Hearts is now gone. And what you're going to do here is you have a Jack of Hearts, the crimped one, on top of the deck. And then we have our other Jack of Hearts, the one that we set up at the start of the trick, which is face up here in the middle. So this is what I like to do for the reveal. I turn the deck over. As I'm coming over to spread it out from left to right, I push the Jack of Hearts that's on top of the deck, the crimped one, over a little bit so it's out jogged, and I conceal it with my hand. And then I come over and spread out the cards just like this. So once you do that, the Jack of Hearts that was on top, it's going to be essentially behind the deck now. It's not going to be in sight when you spread out the cards. And your spectator will see that there was one card face down in the middle, and you will show it was the Jack of Hearts. They will think the card teleported, from the top of the deck or wherever it was in their mind to face down in the middle, and just has a really great ending to this trick. So this is the card trick. I hope everything I explained made sense. It's just a really cool, card switch that will blow the minds of all your spectators. Definitely give this one a try. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone. I will see you in my next one. Peace out.